Hey everybody out there, this is Kris Nicholson, and right now I bring you guys another vintage Casio. This Casio over here was made in 1989. This was the predecessor of the CT-650, which I actually demonstrated in another video. This keyboard has mainly the same features of the CT-640. Only thing that's different about it is the cosmetics of the casing, the buttons, and it has kind of a little bit of an upgraded sound system. Another thing it has is a whole ToneBank list right over here, which is pretty cool. It also has a different demo of Richard Clayderman actually doing a piano solo on here, which is pretty neat. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the sounds. So, let's get to it as my cat goes along. And the first song, of course, is going to be the stereo piano. I should not say grand piano back then, but back then it was a stereo grand piano. But it sounds like this. Alright, and also, not only that you have the grand piano, if you look at my other video that I made of the CT-370, it only had 20 voices. This actually has 30 voices. So you have the grand piano voice, and also now you have the honky-tonk piano voice. So it sounds like this. Pretty good. I'm using a sustain pedal, so if you hear it cutting off a little bit, that was the actually characteristics back then of the ToneBank keyboards, is that when I held down the note and let it go, it instantly cuts off. Alright, so moving right along, we're going to go to the harpsichord. There we go. Okay, this right over here, this is the early version of a marimba on the ToneBank series. But here it is. It's just a little short. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, wrong instrument. This is the electric piano. This electric piano right over here is kind of their version of like a DX7. So here it is. Pretty neat. Okay, now we're going into the percussion. This over here, this is their vibraphone. One thing I found out about every ToneBank keyboards is that with the vibraphone, it kind of distorts a little, but here it is. And to correct my mistake earlier, this over here, this is the marimba sound complementing the vibraphone. Which is supposed to... Alright. So now we're in the organ category. So you have two organs on here. You have a jazz. Actually, you have three organs on here. But here's a jazz organ right here. Really neat. Okay. Next is the regular reed organ. So you have something that sounds basically like a... There you go. And also then you have your classic pipe organ, which is I was hoping that it'd fade out with some kind of reverb, but of course this doesn't have reverb. It's just on the onboard sound of what it is. Okay, now the next one over here is the accordion, which is really cool. Okay, one of my favorite instruments on this ToneBank keyboard is the brass ensemble, which is actually called brass ends. So... Alright, now you have what complements it, which is the trumpet and everything. Okay. This over here, you have strings 1 and 2. So here's the strings 1. Okay, here's strings 2. Really nice, and you can put those together with the ToneBank on here. Okay, here's flute. Flute doesn't go that low, but... So after the flute, you have the oboe. And also, of course, you can use it as chords, which is really cool. All right, one of my favorite voices is the choir. And... really neat. Okay, this one over here is a synth lead. I'm sorry, synth reed, which is actually like a lead sound on here. Good. Next next one is a jazz guitar. So you have stuff like really neat. Okay. Next one that you have over here is the harp voice. So now I think the harp voice, it echoes if I'm not using the pedal. Okay. Next one is my favorite. Now on the CT-370, the bells went ding. This one goes ding because now it has 2 speakers. So if I press one voice, and it echoes. So you have everything. In the 1980s, that was so cool. That was one of the coolest sounds that are here. Okay, this is a synth Celestra. So it sounds like, and it has a release effect. This is one of the sounds I wish Casio would bring back. Okay, you get the funky clave. You got 2 claves, funky clave and synth clave. So here's the funky and everything. Really neat. Okay, here's a synth clave. Really neat. Really neat. And it has a very good modulation decay. Okay, these sounds over here, these are more synth pad sounds. So here's one called Miracle Sound. Sorry. This is more still almost like a metallic sound, which is that's what it's called, a metallic sound. And as I release. Okay. Now this one over here, this is part of like the synthesizer sound. This is called Fantasy, which has a bend to it. Really neat. I'm not using the pedal because I want you guys to get the full effect. This one's called Synth Ensemble. Really neat. Okay, and this one over here is called Miracle, which is their nice, warm synth sound. You get that shimmering, that simmering, I should say, after effect. All right, now what I didn't demonstrate on the last, which was the CT-370, was the percussion, because the percussion button wasn't working, but this one, it is. So I'm going to play different percussions on here. it's not in a general MIDI order, so I'm going to try my best to see the play, you know. Which is really neat. Over here, you have the congas, which is really neat. Okay, and also you have a clave. Alright, and now so the next is the split level. Last but not least is the bass, which is voice 30. And with the bass, on one side over here, you have the wood bass. And this side, you have the slap bass. So, just to show you guys again, that's what I kept on hearing my computers on. Just to show you guys again the ToneBank mode. With the ToneBank mode, I could take a piano, press ToneBank, and then I could take something like strings. Or any combination that you have out of all the 30 voices, and your whole ToneBank list is right here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Please click like, subscribe, and also join me on video 2, which is actually the rhythm section. This is the same rhythms that you heard on the CT-370, and also whatever ToneBank keyboard or Casio tone keyboard from 1987 to 1989 relies on these sounds on rhythms. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. Go to my website, krisnicholson.com. Click like. Follow me on everything. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter. And, you know, have a nice day. Bye-bye.